See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, everybody, it's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is your Uncle Cousin Dunlap, the man who comes to you every week on this podcast and gives you the news and your favorite local sponsors, along with my beloved old grandfather figure, Jackie Bros of Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I ain't your granddaddy, and I ain't, we're not related by blood, anyways.
Let me try to make this as new listener friendly as possible. Jackie is a hillbilly.
Oh,
just a redneck, ignorant.
No, it ain't nothing ignorant. I'm country. When I was younger, you might have called me a good old boy or whatever, but I'm old now. I'm right. You're right about that being old, but no, I ain't ignorant.
What qualifies you to be a good old boy?
What qualifies you to even ask that damn question?
Well, I'd like to think of myself as a good old boy, and I'm wondering...
I said I used to be when I drank a little beer and had a good time, had a truck.
So an alcoholic?
No, didn't say that. Mm-hmm. That's different. It's not... You can go out and have a few beers, have a good time, probably shouldn't drive a truck. You can drive a truck somewhere, stop it, then have a few drinks, and then sober up, then drive home. Shouldn't do it all at the same time.
When do you slide across a hood and then hop in a window with the doors soldered shut?
What?
When do you slide across a hood and then hop in the window with
the truck ain't like that, but I never had the door soldered together on the truck.
Did you ever slide across a hood?
Not on purpose. Maybe in an accident years ago, something happened.
Wait, tell me more about this.
Well, I don't know. You just say you ever slide across a hood, not intentionally, no.
Like he's drunk?
If you trip, fell, hell, if a car come running along and hit you, you slide across it. Why, that's funny.
I've been there.
Well, that ain't funny. Getting hit by a car, trust me, it ain't funny.
I take it back, Jackie. You are a good old boy. Drunk as hell.
I didn't say
hit by cars left and right.
No, I didn't say that. I've been on this world many years now, and I'd take me a while to think back on how many times I slid across a, hood of a truck, car, anything.
Okay, let's do it this way. Did you never mean no harm?
What?
Did you beat all you ever saw?
Never made no harm. No, I didn't make no harm. Nothing. No.
Hey, okay. Were you in trouble with the law since the day you were born?
No.
Did you make your way the only way you know how?
Well, yeah, I guess, as far as, I knew how to run a store, and that's what I did for years. Sold barbecue, worked in a store, a market, and had a barbecue stand in.
Was that just a little bit more than the law would allow?
The law didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't know what you mean.
I'm going to give you like a 58% good old boy.
What is it?
And 100% ignorant hillbilly, corn cob wiping, squirrel brain eating.
All right.
Folks, but this ignorant inbred hillbilly hates Donald Trump.
Well, I ain't ignorant, and I don't know the inbred or any of that. But yes, I do not like President, excuse my language, dumbass, what I call him, President dumbass, and I don't like using that language. But I there's cause for alarm these days. So you get a few times I've ever said anything that I don't, try not to use salty language, never have in my life, or something I always didn't like. But when you do say it, it's because, you stub your toe or something happens. It's that stuff you say.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, don't say it on here right now.
It's funny, though.
But that's about as bad as it got with me right there.
You'd slide off a hood and go, shit.
Well, if that would be a situation where I might have said that. But every time I, think about, there he is sitting in the White House, President dumbass, excuse my language, I can't help it. I feel the same way like stubbing your toe.
Every time I wake up and see he's still in there. Oh, shit.
Yep. Well, I don't say that. I say pregnant dumbass, which is still bad, John. I apologize. I try not to say it over and over again.
And I think that gets you all caught up. Welcome to the Red State Update podcast. If you want to give us some money, go to Patreon, Red State Update. Subscribe to our podcast, wherever you get podcasts.
Yeah, if you like what you hear, want to hear more like it,
tell your friends.
Padger Jones, right?
Speaking of money, I guess we got some sponsors we got to get to, Jackie, and I guess we still haven't found a permanent location.
Well, no, but right now, you talking about where we're doing this.
Where we're
talking
recording
on the
this
thing.
today,
Yeah,
we haven't found a permanent location.
Well, our sponsor come through for us there, and I sure do appreciate it. You know, we're here at Link Canover's kudzu shoots is where we're at.
Who is it?
Link Canover.
Who is Link Canover?
You know Link Canover. We all nickname because we call him Link Can Opener, but his name is Canover.
Link Can Opener.
You know Link Canover.
No, I know Link Can Opener. Shit, why didn't you say so?
Well, because that ain't his real name. That's what we call him. Yeah, but Link Canover is his name.
Are you gonna sit here and tell me that Link Can Opener's real name ain't Link Can Opener?
I am telling you that right now. That ain't his real name.
What's his stupid name, man?
Canover.
What?
It sounds like can opener.
Yes.
I know. It's just a little bit different. That's how you got the
Does he
nickname.
expect us to call him by this new weird name that is not Can Opener?
I don't think he minds you and I calling him.
Well, he better not.
No, I know, because that's what we. Hey, the old Lake Can Opener.
Hey.
I mean, that's what we say to him, and he knows that. But I mean, this is his place of business.
Why did he change his name from Can Opener?
That never was his name. That's a nickname. Because it sounds like his name. His name is Link Canover. Canover.
If my name was Link Can Opener, I'd never want to change it because that's cool as fuck.
Watch your mouth. Ain't nothing cool about language like that.
Who's that walking up us? Who are you? Sound like Trump talking about Jay-Z.
Right.
Like, who's that walking up the street? They go, oh, look, it's Link Can Opener. But it'd be me because that'd be my name.
Right.
And I go, yep, that's me. And they go, do you ever think about changing that name, Link Can Opener? And I go, no.
He didn't change the name. His name was Link Canover. We changed it for him. He didn't change it. You and me and other people called him Link Can Opener. That's his nickname. It ain't his real name. His real name is Link Canover, and that's what's on the name of the business, Link Canover, which I agree. If I had to put the name, it ain't my business. He's welcome to run it however he wants, but I think it'd be a lot, be more of an eye-opener, eye-catcher if it said Link Can Openers kudzu shoot.
Yeah, there ain't nobody in here. If it said Link Can Openers, people would probably come by.
Well, there's nobody in here right now. He's off hours. He's letting us sit here. Nobody's in here.
What's Link Can Openers off hours? Like after 6?
After 6 o'clock on, yeah.
Yeah, he said come by after 6. That's my off hours.
Right. He didn't give us $25, so he's just giving us this. He's letting us do this here. Set the computer
how the
on.
mighty have fallen.
Now, that's what it is. That's what Padgestone's for now, but we sure do appreciate Link Canover kudzu suits. And you've seen the kudzu suits, right? There's a couple over there that are working on getting done, and there's a few there that you've seen. And it's more of kind of a novelty thing, but you've seen some of that fashion stuff. You ever see a switch on the channel and the fashion, the way people dress like space people or whatever? I've seen, I don't stay and watch it too long. I change the channel, but, everybody got...
That might have been the Sci-Fi Network.
Well, whatever it was, this is unique like that. I don't know first thing about fashion. I wouldn't know what to tell you, but what it is, you come in here and Link, what he'll do, he'll measure you, get all your measurements just right, knows that he's a tailor. He's definitely a tailor. He did that. His daddy did that years ago. He just come up with this new idea. And what it does, they measure it, and then they build the thing for it to grow on, and they start some kudzu going, and it grows all over it, and then you got your kudzu suit.
What? So they measure you,
Yeah,
and get a thing going.
Well, it's not a thing going. It's like it's like a model or what do you call it, mannequin or something like that, the same size as you, and the kudzu grows over it, and then the jacket pants.
That's right, because his mother had a greenhouse. His daddy was a tailor. His mother had a greenhouse.
Well, there you go. You get the best of both worlds and do something. Two people you love the most. Take something from each one. Come up with your own thing.
But he won't let nobody see, so we got excited coming in here. I mean, he's got some finished kudzu suits over there in the window there, in the shop window.
But these are just getting started. Like, that's just got a right arm on it. Kudzu grown down the right arm. I don't know how he does that. That goes with
he says he won't tell anybody. But I mean, it just seems like he just lets it grow.
How it makes it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how he gets it to grow just like he wants it. I mean, I know kudzu grow on everything.
Just cut it?
Goes. I guess he cuts it, but I mean, right now, that one right there is just going down the right arm. And how you going to make it go down the left arm, too? I mean, I guess it will eventually.
Yeah, how do people need these suits in a hurry?
Well, I don't think they make them in a hurry. I don't know how kudzu grows fast. First off, it does. Kudzu grow on anything goes pretty fast. I don't know. You'd have to get with him how long it's going to take you. Like if you needed it for, like, say you wanted to wear something like that tomorrow for something, you can't come here and rent something. He may have something in your size, but I think pretty much has to.
He has like a storeroom slash.
I think he's got a few, but that ain't no guarantee it's going to fit somebody. And plus, somebody may have rented out the one that did fit you, and it's already gone for a night. If you want one for yourself, it's your best bet because, good fit, first off, and then you have it for any occasion that you want it for.
That's true, and you can't tell what condition that's going to come back in. Somebody could have passed out in a field of sheep.
Yeah.
You wake up, and your suit's breakfast.
Why would you pass out in a...
You gonna tell me you never passed out in a field of sheep?
No, not sheep. Maybe it's cattle or something when I was
well,
young.
Sure, everybody's done that.
Yeah, but I don't know the sheep. I don't know. Goat, maybe. Yeah, goat. Yeah,
of course.
Goat. I did that. I didn't even have to be, drunk. Goat. I'd like to go out there and lay. I spend time with them when I was a young man. I'd love to raise a goat. Goats, plural. Yeah.
You had goat school. You went to.
Went to goat school. Learned just everything there is to know about a goat.
Goat classes.
How to keep them dry. I used to, they'd run the hose on them. You see, my goat was always a dry swan. I was A+ goat class all the time.
How'd you keep it dry?
Just, block of water, hold piece of plastic up over something,
Is that what you're supposed to do with goats in the real world? Or just like some 4-H bullshit? They judge you on that don't happen in the real world.
Man, it may happen in the real world.
Like being nice to chickens or whatever.
Well, that was one of many, many things we learned about goats. I don't know if that necessarily comes to... If you're going to have goats, you have a barn where they go inside. If it don't want to be in the rain, they get dry that way. But I guess situations, say, lightning struck a barn, caught on fire, which, rain would hopefully put that out. But if not, for whatever reasons... You need to keep that goat dry. That's what they said in school class, anyway. Yeah.
No, mate, you retained some knowledge.
Well, a little bit. Things you like, things you love, you hold on to some of that. And my love for goats, I'll always have that. Yeah.
All I ever did with 4-H was steal them corduroy jackets and sell them on the black market.
What? Corduroy jackets?
4-H. Listen, how much you reckon he'll let me have one of them kudzu suits for?
I don't know if he's going to let you he's letting you come in here and do this. He ain't going to give you nothing else.
I reckon I wouldn't look too bad walking around in one of them mofos.
I don't think how you look any worse than you do now. It'd be about, with you with a, kudzu on it and you without.
He does say you got to watch out for tick season. He's not responsible for Rocky Mountain fever.
I think after you walk out of here, he ain't responsible for nothing.
Snakes.
His job is to make sure it fits you and it grows. That's it.
The problem with kudzu suit is like summertime, that's prime suit growing weather. Also, though, snakes, ticks, all sorts of creepy crawlies get up in there when you out on the town.
Well, they can, yeah.
I don't know where you go. I'm trying to build this up, but I honestly, you know anybody who ever has rented or bought a kudzu suit?
I seen pictures because when Link can't open this place, he was that was something unique and different, and it was in the Daily News Journal and I think a couple places in Nashville or something. But you saw pictures of people wearing it just for the article when they was talking about it. But me personally, no, I I ain't been out of course, I don't go out often either. But when I do go out, I ain't seen anybody walk around town with one on.
Yeah, I ain't seen that.
But I've seen pictures, so I guess people maybe won't make one just for pictures. Like I said, I ain't never seen those things that people walk space clothes, that they walk up and down the aisle on the fashion thing. I don't see regular people ever dress like any of that either. And they give those people millions of dollars.
I just feel like this is a hobby more than an actual business.
Well, just be grateful it is a business because, with transactions that does take place, he takes your measurements and he grows your kudzu suit.
If my name was Link Can Opener and I had to have a fucking store, I'd sell fucking can openers.
Watch your mouth.
Why didn't they just open a can opener store?
We were just talking. His daddy was a tailor. His mama was a gardener.
Who gives a shit? Now he
watch
makes
your mouth.
Weed clothes? Weed clothes. That sounds pretty good. If he'd do some clothes that you could smoke a little bit of, people probably...
that's not what this is. Don't get...
Look, just because your daddy was a tailor and your mama was a... What was she? Gardener?
Horticulture, whatever you call it. Something like, yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have to make clothes made out of vegetation.
It don't mean you have to do anything, but that's what he grew up around. That's what he loved, and he combined the two, and he doing what he wants. Just because he got a nickname, can opener, doesn't mean he needs to go sell can opener. I mean, that's just as silly as him. You don't have to sell can openers just because people call you can opener.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
He was marked by fate. He was destined to trod down a path, and he is either going to make suits made out of vines, or he was going to sell can openers. His name was Can Opener.
Well, he did.
But his father was a tailor, and his mother was I guess it makes sense when you put it like that.
Yeah.
He had two choices.
His name wasn't Canover. People called him that. You understand that? His name is Canover.
Canover.
No. Canover. We call him Can Opener. It's his nickname.
I think I got it. All right. Well, so that's Link Can Opener's Opener store.
No, it's Link Canover.
Canover. What difference does it make people know him by?
Well, that's his name. It's on the thing outside. If it's going to be a sponsor, he's letting us sit here and do this. We're going to say the correct name.
Link Canover.
Kudzu suits. Thank you kindly. That's a sponsor. My sponsor. Anyway.
I got a sponsor this week, Jackie, that I think you're really going to like. It is a brainstorm of mine, and I think after all we've been through for the last 300 episodes, culminating in some really traumatic experiences in the last few episodes, I'm ready to take my life in a direction that's going to lead me to upstanding citizen status.
It's about damn time.
Make some at money.
Almost 50 years old and you still living like you know, in grandma's basement and drinking,
I mean, that makes me sound like Pernell Roberts. I'm young and youthful.
No, not like you. No.
I'm a millennial.
Wait, no, I don't think that's what it is. I think you got to be pushing it. I don't know your exact age, but I think you're pushing it. You're getting there.
I like avocado toast.
What is it?
Eat that shit up, man. I'm young as fuck.
Watch your mouth. I ain't going to listen to that.
I'm screwed because of the olds.
Well,
listen, Jackie, I am getting into the upright and tax-paying and going to bed early and brushing your teeth citizenship game, and I could not be more excited. I'm only doing a little bit of scofflawing because I don't know exactly what the laws are when it comes to food carts in Nashville.
Wow.
Listen to this. And folks, if you steal this idea, I'm going to come kick your ass. Just because I'm saying it on a podcast doesn't mean it's fictional. This is a real good idea I got. And if you rip me off, you got to cut me in.
So you got an idea. You don't have a sponsor.
I got
Let's
an idea.
Make that clear right now. You
No,
ain't got a sponsor.
I
You
got
got an idea. That's two different things.
I got an idea. I got a wheel for my cart. I have a book of receipts and a giant thing of bologna.
What?
Got a wheel for my cart, a book of receipts, and a giant thing of bologna.
Well,
Did I leave out a step?
I don't know what.
Half this is memory game. I didn't know that's what podcasting was, but half of it is just remembering.
I don't know where you're walking to with this, so I don't know if you get. I don't. First thing.
Listen, have you been to Nashville? Folks, if you ain't been to Nashville, Tennessee, like our fucking dumbass president.
Watch your mouth, but yes, first part bad, second part bad, not as bad and necessary.
Usually I like to do sponsors and then news. But sometimes the news bleeds into the sponsors, and I just want to grind everything to a halt real quick and just say, it feels good to cuss this president. And I'm going to say, if you're listening to this and you like the president, it's still going to feel good to cuss him. You just ain't done it yet. But when you do it,
every president needs cussing sometime or another.
It feels good to cuss him.
This one, yes. This president needs more cussing in it.
I'm going to say if you like this president, you have been fighting it too hard. It's too much effort to try to like this president. I don't care how ignorant, racist, evil, stupid, ignorant, racist, or evil you are.
I'd get wore out trying to defend that
Just
mess.
Take a nap. Here's what you do. Here's how you're going to nap your Trump liking. Just go, fuck President Trump.
Watch your mouth.
And you know what? Your tongue, it's going to tingle with excitement and freedom and joy. You'll be like, what in the hell is this taste in my mouth?
Oh.
And you'll be like, oh, it's the taste of waking up to what the rest of the fucking world knows.
All right, watch your mouth.
And then you say it again. Fuck President Trump.
All right. I understand the sentiment. Don't need to
Maybe
hear
your
the
wife or
word.
husband looks over at you and they go, what did you say? And you say, honey, try it. Fuck President Trump. And then your wife or husband goes, fuck President Trump? Oh, and their tongue gets to tingling.
And I go sit there and listen to this over and over again.
You like it.
No.
You
I
like
don't
it a
like
little
that
bit.
word. No. Sentiment, I understand the sentiment of it. I don't like the language
Well, embrace
like
the sentiment, baby. That's how we're going to get. Yeah, there's no way you like Trump so much. You ain't lived through the past. How many years has it been? 17? 17 years of the Trump presidency and not had one thing happen that didn't make you want to go fuck President Trump.
All right.
So just say it. Give in a little bit. And I think when you say that one first fuck President Trump,
Hey.
it's going to be like the little hairline crack in the damn,
What?
in the damn, and then you're going to say it again. Oh, and that crack's going to get a little bigger, a little plaster going to fall out. You're going to go, fuck President Trump.
All
More
right.
plaster on, maybe some water's coming out of there. And then you go, fuck President Trump. And then the whole dam comes down and the valley floods and the livestock is drowned and it feels so good. And you say, now I understand. Now I know why all these people online get so mad, because it feels good to say fuck President
All
Trump.
right.
It feels better to hate this idiot than to like him. I promise you. I promise you that. It's like liking, what you're trying to do is like me, the teenage girl in 1963 that likes George Harrison. Not George Harrison later, when he's the coolest one, but back then when you're just trying to pick fights.
George.
Just give up.
George who?
Let it go. You don't have to like us. You don't have to like liberals. You don't have to like anything that is anti-Trump to not like Trump. So just give in.
Well,
Just give in. You can be a stupid racist motherfucker. You can be the goddamn David Duke Klan ass motherfucker, cross
watch
burning.
your mouth.
You're a piece of shit. But even you don't like President Trump. Just give in. Give in, you racist motherfucker.
All right. Enough of the mouth.
Anyway, I'm just saying it feels good to say fuck president.
What? You said it enough. You probably feel great now. I had to hear it over and over and over again. Well,
my tongue is tingling.
I understand the sentiment, but I think find a better way to put it.
Folks, if you haven't been to downtown Nashville in a long time, boy, Jackie, it is crazy as hell. It is tourist central. You been down there lately, seen them bridal showers on the pedal buses?
What is it?
All the tourists, the people walking around and drinking that beer, all the live bands at every bar up and down Broadway, downtown, on the river down there in Nashville, Tennessee. Come on, have a convention there. Come on, have a bachelor party there. Come on. People are walking around, spending tourist money, buying fucking magnets.
Hey.
Drinking that overpriced booze, looking for an authentic, drunk as hell, and looking for an authentic country experience to spend their fucking money on.
All right. Don't have to...
Guess who's authentic? Country. Likes to take advantage of drunk people and likes to take their money. A lot of people, but me. Me.
All right, you, yeah. What?
Drunk crowds, food cart, bologna sandwiches.
Oh, you gonna sell bologna sandwiches on the street?
Sam the bologna sandwich man is what I'm gonna call myself.
If you frying up that bologna thick, just like it needs to be, a thick slice of that, and you frying it up just right, I don't know how anybody would turn that down if they walk, but you may have something there. You might have something.
I'm telling you, I got something. You get some goddamn white bread. You get some yes, okay, you could spend some money and get some good bologna, but I just went and bought a bunch of Oscar Mayer. I'm going to throw that shit on this griddle on my cart. I don't have a griddle, but I got a wheel and a book of receipts, and I'm going to throw that bologna on the griddle. These drunk motherfuckers from Kansas or Manitoba or wherever the fuck are going to sit there glassy-eyed with their arms draped around their unloved spouse, and they're going to watch that bologna bubble up.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I haven't figured out the style yet, but I might do a Pac-Man slit.
You got to slide it up.
I might do a Pac-Man
bowl
slit.
Up on it. It'll bowl up on you. I always do you got to cut into it, yeah.
People walking, but you get some mustard, you get some Miracle Whip.
I like mayonnaise on mine, too. I like mustard and mayonnaise on mine.
Get that shit going. I will be a millionaire by Labor Day.
Hey, you may have something there if you out there drunk and you hungry and walk around and there's somebody frying up some bologna right there. If it's cut just right, if it's thick enough, that smell get in your nose, it's over with. You may have finally come up with something.
These stupid idiot motherfuckers from New Jersey or like England are going to say, they're going to film it with their phone. They're like, I'm about to pay $20 for a bologna sandwich. Oh. That might have been a vampire.
Wow.
I think that was the count. They're filming it. They're Instagramming it. They're like, we had beers at a honky tonk. Then I bought a bologna sandwich. I know Robert sells bologna sandwiches. I can't tell them how they're going to have to compete with me when I move in on their territory.
No.
That's for them to figure out. People will be so into this shit, Jackie, I won't be able to keep bologna in my cooler.
Now, if you going out on Friday weekend night, for Saturday, and everybody going from place to place up on Broad there, yeah, and they smell that bologna, you may have something. You might have if you're cooking it right, if you know what you're doing. And I know food service. I worked in the trade many years. I think you may have something there.
What, are you trying to cut in on my deal?
I don't want in on your deal. I was complimenting you. Most of your ideas don't make a damn bit of sense.
Listen.
And ain't worth a damn. You full of, what.
Yep.
But that makes sense.
Jackie, I'm telling you, we should quit this podcasting game now. All you're doing is sitting home watching the news and getting mad.
Well, yeah, right these days. That's all.
Why don't we just get a food cart move up to Nashville.
I don't want to move to Nashville.
I think you got to be close to the action.
You can go up there on the weekends. I ain't going to move up there. I've been here all my life.
It takes like an hour with traffic sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we got moved up to Nashville.
Takes an hour to get around Murfreesboro, barely. I mean, they got that bridge finally through, but still, traffic everywhere.
Murfreesboro
traffic everywhere,
terrible.
yeah.
I move up to Nashville and get that baloney cart, Sam the Baloney Man, going. Hashtag Sam the Baloney Man. We won't ever have to do a podcast or video again. You won't hear what Red State Update thinks about something, just go to their baloney cart. Hell, people probably still Patreon it.
That's a starter, which you get your business going. They get somebody.
That's right.
You put people invest in it. They get the first however many sandwiches you make.
All right. Well, maybe that's another idea.
You give a starter and people. I need a good cart. This is my plan. Let people know. They get little piece of action, so to speak, of how it works.
Nobody steal this idea. This is from me, and possibly me and Jackie, who will be my paid employee. My only problem, Jackie, is this is a great idea, and I can feel my future opening up like a flower, but sometimes I just feel a little satanic.
What?
I just really feel like satanic. Like,
what? Satanic? What?
Like if I was selling somebody a bologna sandwich, I'd want to do some satanic rites or maybe some sort of human sacrifice. I want to rule over the world.
That's not
with my black magic and
cute or funny at all. I just shut that. If you're trying to be funny, there's nothing.
Here's what I'm afraid has happened, Jackie. Do you remember when we were dead and we were inside the talking Christmas gift?
Well, we weren't dead. Not necessarily. That was a dream. Or, you think funny thoughts when you get knocked down and pass out or something.
This is recent,
I don't know about
this
dead. Now, people say there wasn't no pulse or whatever, but I ain't agreeing with all this.
I'm just saying, what I'm afraid of is that, and then you remember when the announcer of Worlds announced us back to life?
Well, I remember something like that, but I don't know if that's exactly what it was, what happened. I wouldn't say it like that.
What I'm afraid of is that when we were in the Talking Christmas Gift, who's everywhere and allwhere.
Used to be Muslim department store for whatever it is now.
Yeah, now it's, who even know? Yeah. I'm afraid what happened is he brought out a Dunlap from a different timeline. I'm afraid the timelines are possibly fucked up now.
All right.
I'm afraid he fucked up the timeline.
Watch him out.
Because it doesn't make any sense if you think about it. If Victor Mileage, folks, for new listeners, just bear with us for a second. If Victor Mileage was trying to sell me to Satan for a successful theatrical production of Junior Samples the Musical, and my daddy was trying to sell his firstborn.
Well, now you said he did that years and years ago or something like that. He was already...
to get the Sniffy Smuth theme park going. And then I also tried to sell myself to Satan. Then why did I die? That doesn't make any sense. And then why was I dead? Like, if Satan... So was Satan vanquished? Then why did the hurt bird... Parts of this story don't add up. It feels like I either should have stayed dead...
I agree with you there.
Or I shouldn't have been sold. Like, I can't work out some of the details. What I'm worried about, if I come back, I shouldn't be satanic, is what I'm saying. Like,
well, you shouldn't be satanic no matter what.
I know it, but...
Your daddy got drunk and said all sorts of stuff. Who knows what he meant? Victor Mileage, one of them archy-farchy... whatever it is, he thinks he's, just hoity-toity, and he'd make things up, and so I wouldn't go by anything.
What about all the demon worms?
Well,
and the dogs?
that's a different.
All I'm saying is that it seems to me like that whole story should have been done, finished, buried, and over with. It doesn't make any sense while I'm alive and satanic. If I'm alive, it seems like the Satan was vanquished by Mayor Ghost Hurtburn.
I'd get over there and get over to Catholic Town, see Padre,
maybe
and see
so.
Priest Dog.
Does he understand the timelines? Because I'm afraid that I'm from a different
it don't matter what,
satanic timeline.
It don't matter what timeline,
he brought
whatever
back,
the hell that means.
They vanquished Satan, and then when he brought me back, Satan's still in me, so it's from the wrong time. Who else knows what? Maybe there's a Trump-loving Jackie out there somewhere.
Barky, Zesta, Ranger, and Zesta's friend, I think at the end of next week will be ordained, I believe, as far as what
Wow, that's
Catholic.
fast.
Well, I know it. Well, it's different for dog. Dog.
It is different for
dog
dogs.
years, human years, different.
Yeah.
But I'd go. They're good to be around anyway. Whether you're going to have them try to get the devil out of you or not, they're fine animals, good dogs, good boys. They are. And I'm proud of them. But yeah, I'd just go. It wouldn't hurt you to go over there and see them.
I might. I mean, I really got to get this bologna sandwich thing off the ground. And
I'd
then
worry about
I'll deal with the
I'd deal with the Satan devil. I'd deal with that before I deal with anything
It's
else.
not
If you
just
think
like
that's
I'm
what's
a
going
little
on.
satanic. It's like I'm going to destroy the world, and it'll be charred black and brimstone and smoke and wailing and pain and blood and the flaying of skin. And me sitting on a throne of blackened bones and skulls.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
No, it don't. That's awful. I don't want to hear any of that.
Well, you got to serve somebody, Jackie.
Huh?
It may be baloney or it may be the Lord, but that's a good slogan.
What is it?
It may be baloney or it may be the Lord.
That ain't no kind of slogan. That don't make any sense. What do you mean, the slogan? Everybody, it's Jackie Bros are still on here.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. It's the news time. So if you're already depressed, you might want to turn it off. Jackie, let's plug a couple of our friends. That music you just heard was by Seth Timbs, who has a new album out, Record and Pause.
Yes, it does.
Also, we got a request this week from our old friend Guy Lancaster.
Okay, yeah. He used to do Wikipedia before they took it down. They didn't like
We
him
do
doing
have a
that.
wiki. We have a fandom wiki. I need to post that up on the damn wherever you post.
What
wikis.
kind of wiki?
He's got a book out called Bullets and Fire, Lynching and Authority in Arkansas, 1840 to 1950.
It's not a pleasant read, but important.
No, let's just ignore the nation's history of white supremacy, Kanye.
I said it's important. I said
Let's
it's
just
not
have fun
Did
and
you
go
listen
see
to what I
Solo
said?
again.
Did you see what I said? Listen, I said it ain't a pleasant read, but it's important. It's important that it get out there and people know about it. Yes. Thank you for writing it, Guy Lancaster. Appreciate you.
So Guy Lancaster said that he wanted us to be sure on this week's episode to talk about Tennessee Diane Black.
Before I do that, that's the music. Seth Timbs, he got a new thing out. New music thing
Record
out.
and Pause. I said it.
Did you say
Well,
it?
let's take some time. Seth Timbs' new album, Record and Pause, recently released, is available on Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp.
All that stuff, yeah.
Do we need to get on Bandcamp?
I don't know what it is.
That seems like where real people put stuff up.
All right. What, Diane? What's your name? What
Record and Pause.
I know that. Going back to what you said.
Featuring songs such as Church Van,
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Record and Pause,
Yeah.
17 others.
All right.
Diane Black.
Yeah.
Seth should have wrote a song called Supermarket Porn. Diane Black recently said that kids are shooting up guns because of porn that you can buy in grocery stores. Well, she was saying the decline of morals and the fucking
All right. Watch
violence and probably cussing and just how everything's so.
Well, she may have a point with some of that stuff, but at the same time, when all that stuff gets you all riled up in some way, you can pretty much get you one of them guns anywhere you want to. Weapons of war is what I call it, weapons of war.
I don't know where she's getting this supermarket porn, though.
What is it? Supermarket.
Supermarket porn? Grocery store porn?
They don't sell that in the grocery store. Not in any one I go to.
Maybe you ain't going to the right ones.
Why?
You mean to tell me, Jackie, that you've never watched the classic Clean Up on Asshole 7?
All right. Watch your mouth. I ain't going to sit here and listen to this.
You've never seen that one?
Just shut your mouth. I'm not going to listen to this.
Clean Up on Asshole
All
1
right,
through 6
enough.
is pretty good, too.
Shut your mouth.
Did you not know what Let's Go Kroger really meant?
Enough. I'm not going to listen to it.
Also has to do with assholes. I've been doing self-checkout for years. Folks, we're talking about supermarket porn. Diane Black sees porn behind every shelf she looks at.
Wherever she goes. I guess.
What sort of life? There's two things going on here, Jackie. I just want to say about this woman. There's two separate things going on here. She's scared of porn, and she's scared of everything because she sees the thing she's scared of behind every shelf at the goddamn food line.
All right. Watch your mouth.
So behind she's afraid, like, I need to reach that bounty on the top shelf, but I'm afraid if I go up there, it's like a damn copy of Jugs is going to fall on my head.
Well, and she also scared because she wants, everybody needs to have those guns.
Right, guns did not enter the
But that's what she says is the reason that children are shooting up schools is because of
supermarket porn. Well, just a decline. I will give her this. She was actually, I think, just saying, kids should be like in church. It's like the basic decline of Western civilization.
Wouldn't hurt them nothing to go to church every now
I'm
and
going
then.
to say if everybody's going to church, they ain't watching porn, they ain't cussing their mamas or watching violent movies, and you have a gun in the house, those kids are still going to want to get that gun. I'm not saying don't have I'm just saying when you it's like when you put a comment up on Facebook and you're like, I hate this new season of fucking.
Watch your mouth.
What's a show that's on television?
I don't know.
The Real World. And somebody say, I love it. Like, just the existence of it invites some sort of response. I just feel like you got a gun. That gun's not going to stay in the cabinet till a wolf attack. People are going to take it out every once in a while. It's going to be in people's minds. I ought to go and get that gun in the cabinet. I mean, how do you keep people from thinking that?
Well,
there's problems that just come from the gun being there. We don't want North Korea to have a nuclear weapon. Am I slippery sloping it? We don't want North Korea to have a nuclear weapon because we don't want North Korea to go, I ought to go get my goddamn nuke out of the nuke cabinet.
Watch your mouth.
Then maybe they'd be nice to me. Then maybe I'd get a date. And wouldn't have to buy all this North Korean grocery store porn. Porn filmed in grocery stores is always good. It's always at a John's in the valley.
Just enough about the porn. I heard it enough. I don't want to hear any more about it. Sorry, Guy Lancaster, I don't know what else to tell you. That's the thing. More politicians, porn is brought up on TV more than it ever has been, and as far back as I can remember, there ain't one news show or politician or somebody that doesn't say porn at least 2 or 3 times a day.
I didn't read all of what Diane Black said, but did she mention Trump at all? Because he's part of the reason that we're talking about porn so much lately.
He's the main reason, I think, yeah.
And she was like, and the president too? No, she's not like that. She's trying to get elected.
Yeah, she didn't say that. He was here now. That's the president, excuse my language, dumbass was in Nashville last night. I had put on one of the show?
It's a show.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a show.
Yeah.
We're all in it. It's a terrible show.
I don't watch it. I've been to
one. It makes me throw up every night.
Been to one of those years ago when we was up down in New Hampshire, and that was enough.
We did go to one.
Pretty much the same thing. You just changing names around. He don't say Hillary as much now. He says Nancy Pelosi. But he's still going wild, and I mean it's the same thing.
If we gave him everything he wanted, what would he do? If we all got together overnight and built that stupid wall just to shut him the fuck up.
Hey, watch your mouth.
What would he do? Would he quit?
Hell, I don't know what the hell he'd do. Find something wrong with it. We can do better than that, or what? Who knows?
Why couldn't we just put it up and get him to quit and then take it down real fast? Couldn't we trick him into somehow building it around him? Like he comes down to inspect it and we're all building it so fast we just sort of wall him up.
Keep him in there for all I care, yeah. I don't know what the hell he's going to do. I'm not surprised anymore, though. Whatever it does, nothing used to be like, he said, what the hell, God? And now it's just like, well, yeah, he's a horrible human being.
Animals call the funny question of like, you call the gang, what, MI6?
Something like MI6 32. MI6 32.
Do you call, that's a lot of math. Gangs are hard.
I don't know I don't know what it means. It just,
Call them animals.
Yeah.
So that you can really just mean everybody who's Hispanic. And then people say, don't call them animals. And you can say, oh, you like gangs that cut people up in acid? I don't know really what they do. I'm thinking of Breaking Bad.
I'm sure they're awful, whatever it is to do, but that don't...
Oh, drug gang is not good.
No.
But it helps. Whatever he's doing at these rallies, getting mad at the drug gangs. And the drug gangs. And really helps him justify ripping them kids off their parents' arms.
Don't even start on that. I can't talk about that. I get mad as hell.
Separate. Well, when you arrest somebody, you separate them from their. Every day we do this. They say when criminals. That's the same thing. It's not the same thing. People get mad, say, "Oh, Germany, or whatever," but or like, "Oh, we're gonna get him. It's Watergate. It doesn't have to be one of those things. Like the thing is already happening. Like, it's like, well, did they do a concentration camp or did they do this? Or like, they took the kids from the arms. Like, that's bad already. Like, I don't know what we're waiting for it to get worse. Like, that's awful. That's one of the worst things they've done. I don't give a shit. Like, they're coming in this. That's not something I would think the United States of America does.
That's not how you punish people. That's not how you deal with anything. Anything. I don't care what it is. You don't jerk children out of a mother's arms.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're trying to do. It doesn't matter if it's happened one time or 1,500 times, 4,000 times, or 2 million times. Like it's awful.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's the thing. The thing is happening now. You don't have to wait for something else to happen.
No.
We don't have to wait. And then he's going to Watergate himself. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with this. He's crazy. He's weird. He's not like anything that's ever existed. He's a terrible person.
Yep.
Who doesn't live by the rules of reality. He didn't have to because he was rich.
He never has, yeah.
So he could just do what he wanted to. That's the person that's in the White House now. And he's too stupid to have done anything else. He didn't join the military. He never held office before. He didn't do anything because he was too stupid to. And too awful of a person and too vain. He was handicapped by his own vanity. So instead of like doing worthwhile things, he was calling up gossip columnists and putting his name in the paper. Just a terrible, terrible person. Worthless. A terrible, worthless, awful human being.
Yeah.
And now he's the one, this soft, vain, awful. He's the one to say, yeah, just get the kids. And then he blames the Democrats because he knows it's bad. But either he just lives in a world where there's no reality. So he just believes whatever he wants to at that moment. Because he doesn't there's no stakes for anything he does because he's always been rich. And now he's the most powerful person in the world. Like that's happened. That's actually he's the most powerful person in the world right now. We're not waiting on that to happen. He is that. That's super ass scary.
Like what's going on, yeah.
We have our funny little podcast, funny in quotes, but like it's super ass scary. This is the part where we just complain about Trump for half hour, 45 minutes.
It wears you out thinking about it. Is how awful things are. It wears me out. I you know.
They love it, Jackie. You're giving them
I
what
know
they
it.
want.
They said what they said to all they say in your head, rent free, all this, that, and that. But I sit there and look at the news all day lately. I got a lot of time in my hands, and just get mad as hell and stay mad as hell. But I should be mad. Everybody should be mad. People who like him are mad, but they're mad for the wrong damn reasons. Everybody's mad right now. Everybody is. People go to see him in the show to get mad. That's why they like to go there. Gives them a bad guy to scream at. It's like wrestling. It's like, there's the bad guys over there. I think he says that. I think he points at the press cage and said, there they are.
Also, like at a Trump rally, you can be mad and yell and cuss people and hate whoever you want to because you're surrounded by other people like you.
Yep.
That's like the cowardiest place to be if you like Trump.
Well, that's what they do. Yeah, they get everybody. So
I think fellowship's important. And I tell you what, we would have sold a shit ton of bologna sandwiches.
Oh yeah, if you'd have gotten out there in time, yeah. It was raining, I think. People waiting out in the rain to go see that dumbass. Excuse my language.
Here's a quote from an article on BuzzFeed about Trump in Nashville. Many of Trump supporters who BuzzFeed News, it's a crazy world, talked to at the Nashville rally said they didn't mind Trump being outspoken on Twitter, but there were some, like Dennis Johnson of Lenore City, Tennessee, who wanted to see him focus just a bit more. Johnson described himself as a big Trump supporter. If any of y'all know Dennis Johnson from Lenore City, Tennessee, tell him to hit us up. Thoroughly praised the president and said he could help candidates like Blackburn. But he didn't understand why Trump was tweeting about those topics when he could be talking up his accomplishments, Johnson said. I do wish, said Johnson, he would just calm down a little bit. I hope nobody in that line heard him say that. They would have tore him from limb to limb.
You don't go to see a Trump show for him to calm down. Who wants that?
They would have ate his ass like it was supermarket pornography.
Well,
can you imagine hearing somebody bad-mouthing the president of the United States of America like that? I don't know if he should tweet that much. They would have had his head.
that's what they like about him the most is tweets.
Do you have any country music people there? Ray Stevens or anybody?
Hell, I don't know. Had Bob Corker there.
Well, he ain't funny.
Why did Bob Corker go there? No, what happened funny? Everybody he said that. Bob Corker's here and everybody booed the hell out of him. Why did Bob Corker go to that? He don't like. Everybody knows he don't like her running. He don't want to have nothing to do with her.
Marsha Blackburn.
Yeah, Miss Blackburn. He don't have nothing to do with her.
Maybe he, if you're like, hey, you want to come get booed? You want to be a wrestling manager for a night? He go, yeah.
He may have liked it. Yeah, I don't know. Hell.
Maybe he'd get off on it. Maybe he'd been to a few public events and Trump people come up and go, boo.
I remember a time when I used to respect Lamar Alexander. You remember? It's a long time ago.
He walked all around the state.
Lamar Alexander was good, for a good Republican.
Plaid shirt.
Governor of the state. Did, education and things. Yeah, he just, but, now he's up on stage at a Trump rally in Nashville with that crew, with that bunch. How far he's come.
Like, I'd have more respect for you if you were part of a traveling circus. Like, if you were a clown, if you were like a senator from Tennessee and you come out at the circus and a clown put a pie in your face and your pants fell down and somebody seltzered your dick. Like, I would have more respect for you than in this circus that you appeared in with your suit on or whatever.
What you just described is awful. It is. That's pretty much what Rudy Giuliani is doing on TV every other day.
He got booed too.
It's up Yankee Stadium. New York don't want to have nothing. I tell you this much: whatever winds up happening, if he don't kill over from a stroke or he just die old age, when President Dumbass ain't president no more, he ain't gonna be able to go back to New York.
He's going to have to live like fucking Green Acres somewhere.
No,
he's going to hate it.
He'll go down to Florida with the rest of the retirees. He'll be fine down there.
Right,
But
yeah.
no, he can't. He going up to New York, his life like it used to be, going out to the big premieres and going to the fancy places and calling up people and telling them he's somebody else and he was at this and seeing her. None of those places. He can't go to any of that anymore. Nobody's going to want him there. That's over with. Rudy Giuliani was what the say, you know, America's mayor, remember? That's what 9/11, all that happened. Now you just some idiot on TV to boo at.
Everybody's just some idiot on TV to boo at.
That's it. I don't know what
Just somebody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. Obama, Trump,
Lord knows I booed Obama plenty of times. I did.
Kissinger.
Well,
I don't know how I just went Trump to Kissinger. People mad. People mad.
Well, we can't say this. There is one less, idiot on TV these days.
Roseanne Barr got canceled when
Yeah.
she did a racist tweet saying Valerie Jarrett was a like Planet of the Apes reference.
Whatever the hell it is.
I don't. I think she had a lot of excuses. I think she said she thought that Valerie Jarrett was Arab, right? She reads a lot of conspiracy theories. So it's hard for her to know if she's just being endorsing a conspiracy theory that's racist in origin, or if she's being just on the surface out and out racist by calling somebody a terrible slur. And then people mad at Bill Maher. See, even if you don't have a reason to be mad, you want in on it. So people liberals get mad at Roseanne Barr, then the Trumpies won't get mad too. They're like, well, they can't be the only ones mad. And so they find Bill Maher calling the president an orangutan, holding up a picture. Well, he should get fired. Because it's the monkey part, right? Not the race part. It's just the monkey.
Pitiful. You can't explain that. Somebody thinks that, well, you ain't ever going to, they ain't going to never know
It's
any
the
damn
same
difference.
thing.
Yeah.
Equality.
You don't waste your breath on somebody like that. Walk away from a conversation. I know right then is when you won't get really mad and loud, but when somebody says something like that, it's over with. They're like, all right.
They got mad. Roseanne tweeted, liberals got mad, hashtag, well, I mean, you don't have to be liberal to get mad. Eric Erickson. Didn't Eric Erickson got mad at the damn ripping the babies out of the arms of the mothers.
Well, everybody should be mad about that, and if you ain't, something, I'm telling you right now, something's wrong
but
with you.
the peep you should have seen. Don't get on Twitter, Jack. You just don't ever.
I don't know how to, so I ain't gonna. I don't know the first thing about it.
I'm not here to defend Eric Erickson, even though he stole our name, but I will say that the people got so mad at, how dare you? I thought we were on the same page. Because he was like, if you don't like abortion, I don't think you should like them ripping babies out of mother's arms. And then he was like, I don't think I'm down with this. I am not saying Eric Erickson's cool. Also, in one tweet, he said he was 42.
Wow.
He said he was 42. I just find that hard to believe. But Eric Erickson also said he was not down with this Roseanne thing. A lot of conservatives, Meghan McCain, it's not like you have to be racist to be conservative, but it helps. But a lot of people mad at this. It wasn't just liberals.
Sean Hannity on Fox said it's terrible what she did, which it is. I'm glad.
In the grand tradition of sexism in this country, people have hated Roseanne for years. Finally, it's deserved. Now people who hated her back when she grabbed her crotch during the national anthem are like, oh, right. I can hate her again. No, wait, now they like it. It is confusing.
I'm just glad, I don't have to make a decision whether I like it or not because it ain't on TV anymore. That's just, I like it that way.
Disney didn't play around. All right, so people were hashtagging boycott ABC. ABC canceled Roseanne. And then conservatives or whoever, what would you call them? Racists? Said boycott ABC for taking our Trump show away. And they didn't even know. They just think ABC canceled it. Disney, these
just
huge
out of the blue, yeah.
corporations, this Alex Jones bullshit, these forces, these Ned Beatty forces at work.
Soros did it.
Soros did it. Exactly. Soros won't let us have nothing.
Nope.
So Roseanne gets canceled, and they hashtag boycott ABC, not even knowing that there was another hashtag just minutes before. I don't think they think that liberals have any power. And I don't know if liberals think conservatives have any power.
Well, Trump's in the White House, so how the hell that happened,
Isn't that fucked up, though?
Don't watch your mouth.
Like, she tweets she did get a show after tweeting a bunch of
she said that
really sketchy stuff.
And I don't keep up with her. I used to watch a show years and years ago when she was on the old show. I remember watching that, thinking it was cute, funny, whatever. But I didn't know about all this stuff she does on the computer, but people was talking about it, so she's been awful for a long time.
So they canceled the show. Trump is still president, though.
It don't make a bit of sense. People act like when you act terrible, you should face some consequences. That's what the world's about. Now, people determining what they think is terrible. Obviously, there's some people out there that don't think racism is terrible. Probably they're racist.
Like, there wasn't any coming back from this. Like, she was, like, this was... I know people want a Trump show. I don't know what to tell you. Just enjoy reality. That's your Trump show.
Here you go see it. Lord
He's
knows.
coming to your town.
He'll be there. Midterms coming up. You can go see it. Take your little phone out of your pocket and hit the button so you can look at it over and over again. There's your show.
You got a show right there. The country is your show. There's a show on TV where Trump is somehow popular enough. He's popular enough that people can take people's kids away from them at the border in the name of security and protection, squalling.
That's making it safer. That's really making the country. He's doing a good deed there for all of us, isn't he?
But that's your show. Do you need Roseanne on top of that? Trump is somehow secure enough in power that he can do that. And people are like, well, that's just the way it is. Don't be criminals, I guess, and you'd get to have your baby. Stay in,
Pitiful. Yeah, anybody else?
Gang country.
That's as low and as despicable as far as I'm concerned as you can get, and that's okay.
So what else do you need? You get mad because Obama's coming to Netflix. Netflix ain't the White House. What you gonna do? It like a documentary on recycling? Who gives a shit? That's not a victory. That's defeat. Obama's on Netflix. What did you? Who's he gonna influence with some boring ass show? Nobody gets a show, okay? Obama's is boring. Roseanne's off the air. The show is your show. You ignoramus. The country is your show. He's on TV. Like right now, there's a mystery. Like, oh, where'd his wife go? It's got everything.
Yeah, did it collude Russia? Did it not? So we're gonna find out.
Oh, like a season-long arc.
Yep. Pitiful. He had no TV lady in the White House today. I don't know who she is.
Look. Your TV show has Kim Kardashian coming to meet the president, who is Donald Trump. What do you want? Your worldview is popular enough that happens, and people are not blowing their brains out like it's a zombie apocalypse in the herds right outside their door.
I didn't live many years and never thought I'd live in a fresh hell like this. I
don't even give a shit. Is she just? Did that work? Did she get the woman out of jail?
I don't know what.
I didn't pay any attention after I saw
know.
the headline. Like if Kanye, listen, I'm just gonna give him way too much credit. I know there's a big debate about whether you Van Jones with the president or you don't. But if Kanye West could tweet "I love Trump" every day and get one black man released from prison or black woman on some stupid ass drug charges, maybe that's worth it, right? Just like stroke his ego enough, one guy gets out.
You gotta start somewhere.
It's slow.
You gotta start somewhere, yeah.
It's slow, but I mean, I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing either. Well, I hope we're live all next week. And come back. If you your first time listening, thank you for listening. Come back and listen to another one. Pads is on.
Maybe we should come up with our own Trump show. A little sitcom.
Man,
Sitcom.
I don't want to watch no Trump show. I don't like it in real life. I don't like it pretend. I don't like any of it.
What if it's like you and me, two handsome countrypolitan gentlemen who hate Donald Trump but live in the middle of Trump country?
Yeah.
And everybody just like throws bottles at us and sets our house on fire.
Some people would like it, yeah.
Yeah. No, don't steal that either, folks. The baloney thing is mine, and you can have the show.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send. If a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
We got to clean up in here and take all this down. He said he's got 2 or 3 fittings in the morning.
What?
He said he's got 2 or 3 fittings in the morning, so we need to get all these wires, plugs, whatever it is.
Is it for like Instagram dogs?
I don't know what it's for.
I can see that.
I
Like,
don't know any kind of dog. It'd be good though, dog. It cut you all over that little dog.
and then another dog peeing on him.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.